gonna buy this gun. I swore there's no way I'm buying another variant of the 365. I don't care if it's new and improved. I don't care about any of that stuff. No way. But then I saw people saying that they were having problems with it. It seems like everything that's released new now, you get these hundreds seemingly of videos on YouTube of people claiming to have problems, and it's generally feeding issues, going back into battery, stovepipes, things of that nature. And man, do people flock to those videos to watch them. So I was like, you know what, doggone it, I'm gonna have to go pick the thing up and see how it does. Now, one of the videos that I was watching, this guy named Average Marksman, I actually enjoy his videos. Go over there and check him out. I like his videos. But he was one of the ones that I first saw, and I seen people just flocking to his video to watch it. And I'm like, man, I gotta pick this gun up and see how it performs out at the range. But what he was having happen was when he would put his magazine in and he would drop his slide lock, it would not fully go back into battery. Or if it did, it would go in sloppy, right? And so what I noticed just over here playing with it a second ago is when I slam my magazine in, not only does it go home, but it goes home with authority. Now, with that said, these mags were super difficult to load the last 2 or 3. I didn't think I was going to get them full with just using my finger strength, but I was able to get them in there. I got them all 3. I'm going to start out with the 21 rounders here because that's the ones everyone said they had trouble with. This first one I have Federal, 115 grain red box. Second magazine I have the S&B in there, also 115 grain. And so I was going to shoot 2 different ammunitions through there. This one I will just pull back like he was, or I'll drop the slide lock. Or I think actually he was pulling back like this and see if it's sloppy that way. But it's hard for me to hope and wish that this thing has problems. Even though it'll get me a monster amount of views, it's hard for me to hope for that because I paid for this gun with my own money. It came out of my wife and I's account. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I put the red dot in front of my fiber optic green front sight, so I hope that it's already zeroed because I want to get the first shots to you guys. So we shall see how it does. It's not been cleaned, not been oiled. Right back on the empty mag. Looks like it's probably on. The dot, what do you think?
Yeah, it's on. He hit all 21.
So this is what he was doing. He was sticking his magazine in. This is the S&B. By the way, first mag, no problem. He was doing this. I mean, to me, it seems like it's going home fine. Now, I know he got his several weeks ago. I just picked this up 2 days ago. I don't think Sig's had a chance to make any changes to any of them and send them out. But all I can do is report, my experience. That's all I can really do. So S&B, 115 grain, 21 round magazine. That's actually kind of fun to shoot. So I watched this one video where a guy said for him it was not the 21 round magazine, it was a 17 rounder. So, you know, if it ain't 6, it's a half dozen, as one of my buddies would say. That doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what he says. But so we got S&B loaded up in our 17 rounder here, and I'm gonna pull back on it. I mean, it doesn't seem sloppy to me. It seems to be going home with authority. So S&B in the 17 round magazine. can see, as I sped it up, we're standing here at about 13 yards. As I sped it up, I was missing a little bit. Definitely not the Legion. Definitely not the Legion model where you could stay on target better. But I definitely like this Hollison 507K better. But maybe, since I have the incredible Hulk grip, you know, since I got that man's grip, maybe if I put my wife on it, and maybe she'll lip wrist it. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a lip wristing thing, because every time stuff like this happens, just like with the Canic MC9, all of these people coming out discrediting people's experience with it, saying that it was the shooter, it was the way they shot, is the way they held the gun. All these lip wristers out here, as if there's, you know, I don't know, 10,000 lip wristers out there shooting, and every single one of them. Problem with the MC9 was because of said limp wristing. I don't know if I believe that. I don't make a habit out of discrediting people's experience. I'm sure what they said is very true. But you saw the first 3 magazines. 21 is what, 22? Another 17?
42.
I'm sorry.
42.
What'd I say?
22.
I'm horrible at math. I mean, I don't know if you watch this channel, but I suck in math. So that's 42, right? 42 rounds. And then 17, what is that?
59.
49.
59.
59. See, you think I'm joking, but I'm really just that bad. 59 rounds is what you saw. First shots, unclean, and it functioned fine. So let's get loaded up. I'll just load up 121 rounder for her, unless she enjoys shooting it. I don't know. She says it's hot out here today, but if she enjoys shooting it, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe she'll shoot another mag. I don't know. Let's load one up and see. So I went ahead and I put, what do we got there? We got 3 empty boxes. So how many did you say I put through it?
59, I think.
59 rounds. I think that math's right. I suck at math. That's 3 empty boxes, which is what, 150, right? So we put, what does that make? What does that math? So that's 100. Either way, we put 150 total through it. She said she wanted to shoot it a little bit off camera to familiarize herself with it, so we both shot a couple more mags. So far, we're 150 rounds in without a single issue, but she hasn't done bad. She hasn't done bad with it. It hasn't malfunctioned yet, but we got to get her on camera shooting it. So go ahead, put the magazine in, and just, if you can hit the slide lock like they did. Okay, then, there you go. You just punch that in there. That's a big old 10-4. So let's see what you got here. It looked like she was.
In my defense, I am shooting at a black target in the woods you could barely see.
It's still not bad. I mean, we'll put a picture up of that. It's not bad. I mean, it's a little bit low, but you're right. I mean, it did get a little shady in the area where we're shooting, so you're a little bit low, but that's consistently where you've been shooting, even with the other magazine. It did look like you had a little bit of flippiness going on there, so it doesn't control it like the Legion did. So the Legion version of that, in comparison, like snappiness, definitely that one looked way more snappy. So you would say you enjoyed shooting the Legion model way better than that one, yeah. So, but again, no malfunctions. It functioned fine. And let's see here. So I guess, so what is that? You just put another 21 rounds. We had 150, so that's 171 rounds. I think I'm going to put some more off camera, but we want to shorten the video up a little bit here. We don't want it to be too crazy long. But I don't know. Like overall, I mean, it's got a plastic guide rod. Like I said in one of the shorts I did, the frame to slide fit here is super sloppy, but the slide is connected to the fire control unit, so I don't guess it's that big of a deal. I mean, you can see a big gap between most Glocks as well, if not all of them, so I don't guess it's that big of a deal. I really do like how thin it is. Aesthetically, I do like the honeycomb type stippling on it. It just sucks that the extra ones they put in the box did not have the same stippling on it. That just doesn't make sense to me. That just seems cheaping out to me. I don't know what that's about. I do like the very deep, like on the other 365 variants. The serrations are not as deep, and so it's a little bit more difficult, because I'm not really a press check guy like that, you know. But if you are that guy, that is very easy to manipulate with those serrations on the front there. You do have the extended slide lock, just like on the TacOps version of this. It is cut a little bit differently on the front of the slide. Does have the, it seems like a more well-defined, much deeper beaver tail here. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it seems that way. The trigger still feels just like the same 365 triggers that I'm accustomed to on all of the 365s. Not great, not the worst, but as you can see, when I'm shooting with, say, I don't know, the Canik TTI, that would be a perfect example. Great trigger on that gun. Man, the follow-up shots and the ability to stay on target is way better, because the reset on this trigger is so far back out there that what you find yourself doing is hunting the reset, and in doing that, you do that dip of death or whatever when you switch back out. And so I think that was the reason, probably too, some of the reason why my wife was shooting a little bit low, because when I started speeding it up and I wasn't concentrating on the trigger reset, feeling it, hearing it, and I was just trying to speed up, I did notice that I was shooting a little bit low, getting that dip of death. So either way, we're gonna film some shorts. We're gonna do a couple of shorts, so we'll probably end up putting another, I don't know, 100 rounds maybe through it. And if we have any malfunctions in that, we'll include it in this video. But I don't know, I don't suspect we will. So far, I like it, but basically it's just another slightly different designed 365. You do have these Dawson fiber optic front sights, or I guess there's Dawson because it came with little lugs to mount your optic with from Dawson Precision. So I assume those sights are Dawson Precision sights as well. However, I was not able to use those lugs to mount the Holosun 507, although the fit is so tight in that cutout that I almost had to slide it in from the side. So I have no concerns whatsoever about it moving side to side. I did flush mount this Holosun on here, and I did torque that to, I believe, 15 pounds, maybe 16. And I do have a perfect 1/3, maybe a little bit more than a 1/3. It's not an absolute 100% co-witness, but it seems to be a little bit more than 1/3. But I really prefer that Holosun. My wife said the same thing. We haven't had a great experience with the Romeo X. Either way, go over, check us out on Patreon. We just now started up on that. We don't make hardly any money on YouTube. It helps us a ton if you go over to that platform and consider being a monthly member, subscribing monthly, making a donation to the channel so we can keep putting up the content, because YouTube's really coming down on gun channels and its content. So go over, check us out on Patreon, check out our website at G Squared Tactical, pick you up some of these sexy G Squared Tactical hats. We got shirts, we got keychains, we got cup holders. We don't make a ton of money off of that either, but every little bit helps, and it mostly encourages us to keep putting up these videos. And so Make sure you hit the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, let everyone know where they can find the best, down-to-earth, blue-collar gun reviews on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, and God bless.